Hey, this is Morgus. I'm going to attempt to show some custom override animations for VRChat. First one I'm going to do is the hand gesture override, and then I'm going to do a Mixamo animation override for an emote. First, let's start off with the hand gesture override. I'm going to use my lightsaber override. I'm going to go ahead and just do this one with the blade out. You can figure out how to do the two different gestures that I use to make the blade come in and have the hilt only. So let's start off. I got my avatar here. You can see I got my lightsaber already set up for both positions. I got one here with the blade out in my hand, and I also have a hilt back here that's in my side holster. So we're going to make the one that's in my hand invisible. All you got to do with that is just disable those in your armature. So disable, disable. And now I just have my avatar with the side holster. But we don't want to use our main avatar for this. We want to make a duplicate because, as you can find out in the upcoming part, when we create our animation, it kind of screws with the hands, and we don't want to screw up our good working avatar. So go ahead and make a duplicate, rename it to whatever you want. Let's just say clone 2. And this is going to be the one we work with. Let's go ahead and hide our main. So we got a clone 2 here. And we're going to go ahead and create the animation. It's in the animation tab. If you don't have this, look up how to do it on Google. I don't remember how to do it. So create. Let's go ahead and call this Saber tutorial. And then as soon as we add our first property, you'll see why we want to do this. So let's go ahead and add our property. Let's go ahead and add the hilt that is on my right thigh. So this is active. See, it's active on there. And we want to go ahead and hide that hilt. And you see, as soon as I mess with the animation, this avatar is going all screwy. It's below everything. That's why we want to make our duplicate. So the hilt on the side has disappeared. Now we want to add in the rest of the lightsaber pieces. I'm only going to do one here just to show you. Here is the hilt that's in my hand. We'll make that active. And we only want this to be a single keyframe, so let's drag this. That's the other keyframe closer to over here. That's our end keyframe. So there we go. We got our hilt in our hand, and the hilt in our side is gone. So you want to add in the blade, the light, the particle effects that I have in here. It just depending on how many objects you have. You want to make those visible. The next part is going to be adding the hands. We've got our object there, so we need to add our finger pieces because this hand gesture animation will be the hand gesture animation for both hands. So when you make a symbol in one hand, that animation is actually two animations. It's going to be your right and your left hand. The unfortunate thing with that is whenever we make, say we tie this animation to the victory symbol or the peace symbol, whatever you want to call it, it's called victory in the override. The victory symbol on both hands will be affected by this lightsaber. So when you make the victory symbol on your left hand, the lightsaber will appear in your right hand, even though you're not making the right hand animation for the lightsaber. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm not going to add in all the finger bones here. I got another avatar already set up with all the bones we need. So just show you a quick way to do that. You go to Add Property, Animator, And then see the left hand index finger. You can add that, but I'm not going to go through all those adding of the bones and all the different pieces. I already have one set up for that. Let's go ahead and hide that avatar. Bring this avatar back to the front. And you can see I got all my finger bones animated in there. And I also have my side saber and my hand saber and the blade, the particle system, and the lights. And you should be able to see it. Let's see. Up here, there we go. That activated this one. See, everything is visible now on this keyframe, but our fingers are still not set up. So we're going to need to set those fingers up. So let's go ahead and start out by getting our right hand figured out here. We're going to make sure that's gripping the lightsaber properly. And let's make sure we can actually view this. I'm not very good with the hotkeys, so forgive me for my lack of knowledge with Unity. So let's get in here and go to our right hand index finger. We'll be reading from the animation previously on another screen, just to make this a little bit quicker. See, little changes don't take much to get that grip that I want on there. You're just gonna find the distances that work for your model here. I'm kind of happy with that. Now we need to work on the left hand to get the animation there because we got to have both of those animations as mentioned before. So let's put some in here. Let's go up here to the left hand. Let's just do that. That was a different symbol. So we got both of our hand animations there. That animation is pretty good to go. Okay, now that we wrapped up our animation, we need to go ahead and do a copy of our frame over to our in keyframe, so it keeps this animation throughout. Go ahead and select that. Copy all these. The easiest way I found to make this work is just to go ahead and delete this last keyframe, paste it back. So both keyframes are exactly the same. And there we go, we have our animation. Next, we need to set up our animation. So we're gonna go back to our project. So we got our Saber tutorial animation there now. We'll go back to our original avatar. We can go ahead and hide that one. Bring it back our original. Go back to the project, and we need to go into the VRC SDK. So we're going to go here, go to example, sample animation, animation. And here we have our custom overlay avatars. You can see here, pretty much everything that you do while standing is in this file. We don't want to overwrite this file, so we're going to make a duplicate. Do that, you just press Control D. We got a duplicate. We can rename that duplicate. Anything you want. My custom animations. I'm going to go ahead and move this to my avatar project file just so I can find it easier. Go with the SDK. And then we're going to go in here and replace everything we want in there. You just do crouch, idle. Just keep going through, do them all. Let's go ahead and replace our Saber animation right there. This is just show you how to do this. There's our Saber tutorial animation. And now, whenever you do the handgun, you will now do the Saber. Fill all the rest of these out, get all the rest of these in there. You can change any of them you want. But that's how you do custom override animations for the avatar. Now we need to make sure it's equipped on that avatar. Go back to the main avatar. Got our pipeline script and avatar descriptor over here. We want to take our override file, just simply drag it to custom standing animations. And now your custom avatar is ready to be uploaded with its new hand gestures. Just want to recap one thing real quick. It needs to be one keyframe animations for the hand gestures. Don't try to make it further. I have to give a shout out to Evolved Ant as well for his guide that helped me learn how to do this. Please help out your fellow VR chatters. It's always good to learn from each other. Next, I'm going to move on to the Mixamo emote overrides. It's going to be very similar. You can see the emotes are already built into there. I know 5 is the dance animation. So we're going to just use Mixamo on this. It's what I've used lately. I've already got my avatar in there. The materials don't show up on this. It just shows the basic FBX file I loaded in there. You can see you can pretty much add anything. Like here's the samba dancing one. And we'll do samba dancing. Loads up. Let's try to reload this. Not had very much luck with Mixamo. There we go. AC goes off screen. Doesn't matter what it really looks like. My model has the correct shaders and everything I needed in Unity. First thing we want to do is this is limited to a 10-second animation in emotes, I believe. So this is showing us 30 frames per second. We want to get this down to 300 frames. So let's just take a little bit off the end. Download it with or without skin, don't really matter. This is 30 frames per second. You can bring it up to 60, go down to 24. Don't really matter. I'm gonna just do 30 for here. Download it. Save it. Just gonna go rename it off screen to Samba. Now we're gonna go back to Unity. And add the Samba in there. There's a Samba. You want to go ahead and rig it for our model. Humanoid. Configure it. Make sure your bone's right. I never use toes. Check the head. Shouldn't be a jaw. I'm gonna go ahead and stop the recording here. I gotta do some finger button changes. Okay, I rigged out my model. Now I need to go ahead and go back. And now our animation could be in there. It is. Let's go ahead and rename that Samba. Apply it. And let's take our model, add it in there. You can see she dances right away. I've had some issue with her floating off the ground before, doing all kinds of little weird things. So what I like to do here is bake the positions, and I had to bring her down a little bit to get her on the floor. And that one we play her. It's not the best animation. Her feet flop around a bit. And now she kinda does a little Samba. I'll apply it. I usually duplicate it, get it outside that file, and now we can just get rid of this file. And we got our Samba there. So we can go back into our custom animations and go to where the dance animation is. Remember to fill all these out, so you get them all in there. We can go down here to Samba. And that does it. If you want you fill all the rest of these out, make sure it's in your custom standing animations that you got all your stuff in there. You should be able to good to go. Load it up to VRChat and get the Sambaing. Hope you enjoyed the video. Give me any feedback. Let me know how I did. My first tutorial. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you.